David knows where all the metal shows are, apparently.
Well, I just remember him talking about
Oh, okay.
going to the
that
Twin
what-
Cities.
Minneapolis and St. Paul are called?
Yep. Yeah, Twin Cities because it's their
Twin Cities.
Twin Cities.
I was looking for it on Minneapolis on the map. I'm like, it only says St. Paul.
The crazy thing, though, because for the longest time, I didn't really think of Minnesota as that huge. And I thought that when you get up to Twin Cities, you're probably like halfway through. And if you stop at the Albert Lee rest stop, that kind of big one,
Yep.
I've been
They
to
have
Albert Lee.
they have that map, and you look at it, and it's like there is like 60% of the state or more that still has to. It's a huge
It's
state.
a tall state.
Yeah, it's a super huge state, but you have to think of like Minneapolis is the size of its like you know how Polk County, like Des Moines, just a tiny fraction of it.
Yeah.
Well, Minneapolis is the entire county. So imagine if Polk County were a giant city.
Uh-huh.
That's what Minneapolis is.
Yep. And I like
And
Minneapolis
it's-
is a kind of fun city to go to. I think it's nice. I don't like Kansas City. It's just too odd set up.
Kansas
I don't
City is
know.
weird.
But I like
From
Minneapolis.
The last time I was there to see Opeth, driving through downtown Minneapolis was. I ran a few red lights because I didn't know where I was. It's like, oh, it's a big city. I don't like it. Take
See,
me
that's
back
why
to-
I like Des Moines. It's
to-
big enough, but
Yep.
not too big.
Yep.
Same here.
Even when you go downtown, it doesn't. You feel like, oh, I'm kind of in a big city, but I'm not.
Yeah, you could walk for 10 minutes in either direction.
And
You're
get
outside
out.
of the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
Like when we were in Denver this year, I'm like, this is too big. It's just too big.
Just too big. Ryan's in Colorado right now.
Aspen.
Yeah, I think he's getting all that legal kush.
He better be. When in Rome.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very strong. So when you, I smoked a cone by myself when we were in Denver, and I was like, I was in the nth dimension. Like we had we all had chocolate, but then I went ahead and smoked a whole joint, and we were having like a 20-minute conversation about hot dogs. We're like, we should have we should make a podcast about hot dogs, and everybody's like, holy shit, fuck yeah. Were we just talk about them? Like, yeah. Yeah.
Ideas are the best. I remember I wrote a note to myself once when I was high, and it was like, "Agey wagey, remember to wake the dilly willy before schooly woolly." And I read it, and I was like, "Oh shit, I should become a children's
Not a book
novelist, yeah, or book writer for kids." And everybody there was supportive. They're like, "Yeah, man, that's beautiful." Like nobody could read it without laughing. They were like, "This is the best thing ever."
I had a high tweet that I didn't send because I should probably wait when I'm not high and read this, and it was just like, I'm proud of how hydrated I am.
You sent that,
Did I?
yeah?
Well, there you go.
It sounds like a normal Brady
Because
tweet.
I was just peeing. I'm like, man,
I'm
Yeah.
really hydrated.
it's like I could probably drink that. Well, you could drink anything.
yeah, you should.
Well, you can't drink wood.
You blend up some sawdust with some water.
Imagine trying to pass that.
No,
Good
thank you.
Lord.
You want to talk about some dense fiber?
The densest matter in the universe.
And with that, this is 30 and
What
Nerdy's
up?
Afternoon Delight.
Oh, what up? What up? It's the afternoon delight.
My arm's so
Skyrockets
short.
in flight.
Continue.
He needs vape juice.
He needs the vape juice. I would like to start off by saying I'm 5 days nicotine free.
Woo!
And every passing day is just easier and easier.
Yep.
Do you still
I had a
get
pack of smoke, so I'm deep in it.
So do you still get urges?
Oh, all the time. But I mean, it's if I'm watching something like that we used to watch, or if I just, the normal triggers.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I was
Sin City, I'm watching it. Oh, and I remember that we used to just,
down a pack of smokes. Yeah.
or stuff like that. And then every once in a while, I'll have like these really vivid dreams of like that I've had chewing tobacco or I've smoked, and I feel really horrible afterwards because I just got like this new life insurance policy where I went through the ringer for everything, and I'm like, oh man, they're gonna find out that I I use chewing tobacco, and then my family's not gonna. I'm gonna die, and then they're not gonna get the money, and they're gonna hate me. And I'm like, this was just a dream, David. Just chill out, go back to bed.
Wow,
It's all
man.
okay.
That's pretty intense. I haven't had any crazy dreams.
And I'm not even on Chantix, or wasn't on Chantix.
Yeah.
That's just my crazy brain.
I'm not on Chantix or anything. I'm just doing straight cold turkey.
I think that's the best.
And
It's hard, but it's I think the best because then you're not relying on a crutch. It's just that
here's something I realized. Like Brady offered to refill my vape, and I was just like, nah. And that's when I realized, like, oh, I'm probably really serious about doing this.
Good job.
So, with the vape voice, I'm gonna miss vaping. Vaping was fun, but
It's gonna save money.
yeah.
yep.
And then maybe when I get into it again, I can just do zero.
Yeah.
I miss the taste
Yeah, it's true.
and the big old clouds. One thing I don't miss is spending money.
Yeah.
I like spending money.
It is fun.
Oh, spending money is
Because
really
you
great.
get stuff.
But that's something I do miss as well as spending money because don't have any.
Yep.
Same.
Like I think because Jess and I try and budget as well as we can, and these wonderful 5-week months, I think we have like $90 to spend on food every week, maybe. And I mean,
Oh,
it's
dude,
not,
that's like our monthly budget.
it's $90.
Yeah,
That's crazy. It's hard.
Aldi, all the way.
I have to try that when it comes to Ankeny. But yeah, I mean, with 2 kids, and that's like everything. That's including gas, groceries, anything like that.
Oh,
It's $90. It's
Oh, okay.
like, sorry, not just food.
I thought you meant your
No, it's
food.
like
I was like, yeah,
everything.
we do almost our entire food budget for 1 month in $90.
Dude, if
Yeah.
I had $90 a week to spend on food, I'd buy all steak.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's everything. And I mean, if you fill up one vehicle, that's half your week's budget is gone.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, well, we're not going
well,
anywhere.
gas kind of went
Yeah.
down, so that's good.
But still, I mean, to fill up like Jess's car is right now $45, something like that, because it's an 18 or 20 gallon tank,
Holy crap!
and the van's like 17. So I mean, it's roughly about the same. So just it wipes out the budget. But anyway,
My buddy Nick spends like $80 to fill his up because he's got a
Yeah.
F-150,
oh well, yeah.
and he drives from the south side by the airport to Earlham
Oh,
every week for work.
ugh. Does it get like a per diem or anything?
Oh no, they try to give him as little as possible at that job.
That stinks.
Yeah, it's one of those jobs.
Yeah, kind of like this one.
Yeah, we no benefits.
No benefits, no pay.
30 Nerdy is the worst.
Yeah, I went to the doctor to get a brain tumor removed, and they're like, "Sorry, podcaster doesn't cover anything." Like, come on, this is land of opportunity.
This insurance card is just looks like a child scribbled in crayon on it.
Just 30
It is.
nerdy crayon.
David's kids gave it to me.
Sir, this insurance card is just a blue mana from Magic the Gathering. You telling me you don't take blue?
How about white? It's got a lot of white life gain.
Do you take red? You don't take any of
Nobody
these.
takes red.
Oh.
Buddha red.
And only noob doctors take green.
Every,
I have a 2020 with trample and haste and flying and reach, and it costs 2 mana to put on the field.
this sounds like I feel-
Magical elitism. That's what you came here for. White or black or nothing.
Yeah, black is my favorite.
red, green, white. Thank you.
Aw.
Goes black, white,
Christmas.
and then maybe green.
Well,
I'm joking about green. Green's really fun.
Well, okay, green if I'm running the really fun deck of the, what is it, the oozes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where every time if something dies or they kill it, they keep on getting a 1/1 and they're indestructible. So they just keep on popping up until somebody either hexes it out of existence or
Loses.
pacifies it or whatever.
Yeah.
O-ring.
I love that. And I have 4 of them in that deck.
Fuck them oozes.
And I make it like the minimum amount so that I'm guaranteed, hopefully, to get one relatively soon.
So you have a 45 or 40 card deck.
40 is the lowest you can go.
40 is the lowest.
I probably
always
have,
thought it
I
was
probably have like
60.
50. 50 or 60 is probably what I run with that one just because I have to have other stuff in it
Of course.
besides land. And I stack mine with land because we all know that
The screw hits hard.
and it hits hard with David a lot.
You just
For
have
some
bad
reason.
luck when it comes to
Anything
luck-based
gaming,
games.
anything gaming,
You need
I
to go
am
to
awful
a
at.
shaman and have him like
Cleanse
spit
my chakra.
oil on you to like, yeah, it's probably your root that ties you to the. I don't know.
He
definitely
was
my
going
route.
somewhere and then he just kind of
You gotta
petered
start
out with
drinking
it.
purified water. It doesn't have fluoride in it, and then you're gonna start rolling 6s. and
I like it. I'll try that.
You'll draw all mana.
Yeah, that'll be my.
Oh,
mana.
that's a screw
7
too.
mana.
Yeah, that's like doing chaos magic. You ask to draw mana more often, then it's like it fucks you up. It's like you get only mana now.
It's like oops all manas.
Why can't I hold all these mana?
Well, anyway, man, we're just really all over the place with this one today. So what have you been playing? Today I played Destiny and it triggered me to want to smoke.
Because it stressed you out?
Because it's a smoke trigger for me or vape trigger.
Yeah, I'm constantly sucking on it too
Yeah.
when I'm playing.
Oh,
It's like, no, don't revive me. I'm trying to be.
I hope somebody takes that snippet out of context and just like,
Add it to the list of things that can ruin me.
I'm always sucking on it. Oh, my penis! I'm always sucking on it.
I have been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 a little bit. Haven't had a lot of chance to jump into it because I am in chapter 2 right now, and I keep on going back to the camp and I'll talk to somebody. Like I'll talk to the O'Driscoll guy you captured in the first chapter, or Dutch, and so I'll do those 2 kind of quests where you follow. And I can't remember what his name is, but the black guy who's in your
Lenny.
group, Lenny. That's
Yeah.
right. And you go to town and get super drunk,
Oh,
and then like
yes.
everybody in the bar is Lenny, and you're like Lenny, and it's like
mission's so fun.
some whore who's wearing the dress or whatever.
Again with this word, horde.
They're a whore. That's what they are. They're in the game. They're floozily dressed women in the bar for one reason.
Prostitute is the correct vernacular. Prostitute, David.
I'm living in the old Wild West.
It's a whore!
I'm not gonna lie. I've been online looking at how much single action 6-shooters are. I really want one.
They are pretty sweet.
Yeah. It's like a 45 Colt, and I'll get some spurs and a cowboy hat and adopt an accent.
You should get a judge.
Yeah. No, I want some old timey.
Oh,
Where you gotta.
okay.
We actually have to
Pew,
cock
pew.
the hammer back.
Yeah, I'm gonna cock it.
Yeah. But
There you go, folks. There's the next thing that you need just to ruin Brady. I'm always sucking on cock.
I have watched stories though. I can't remember what the name of the guy is, but Shimrock something. Some YouTuber got just on blast and got his channel deleted, then got it re-uploaded because he filmed himself beating and killing this woman suffragette in random ways, like feeding her to a crocodile or like shooting her in the face or tying her up and dragging her around town. And it's like, okay, I understand that some people are going to read in that, oh, I hate women, so I'm going to beat this woman who wants the right to vote. But what about the other women that you can do this to? I mean, are you that upset if I was going to, or if I tied up a dude and was like, hey, I'm going to blast your face off after I chuck you in with some crocodiles? Or is it
Yeah.
only because it's the suffragette?
I think he's just doing it for the meme.
Oh, yeah, he definitely was.
Like, women, I don't want y'all voting. I'm gonna feed you to a crocodile.
Suffragettes.
Suffragette.
Yeah, I think it's suffragette.
It's a soft G. G unit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
My whole life it was suffragettes.
Your whole life is a lie.
You have a list of things that you can add that to.
I sure
Future
do.
Varvis.
Corroborated.
I forgot about that one. Oh, that's a nice corrugated steel barn you got there.
What? The cardboard is corrugated.
So that's what I've been playing is Red Dead Redemption 2. And like I was saying, I'll do those couple of quests, but then usually I stupidly will play them earlier in the day. And my wife will be like, hey, we need to go do this. So I'll be like, all right, I'll pause it. And it won't let me save because I'm in the actual mission.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, hopefully I'll be back before this thing turns off. And of course, I don't. So it doesn't save. So then I have to restart. So I've tried 2 different missions, and both times I've had to leave, and then I'm not able to finish it. So I'm not getting very far.
It's a game you need a lot of dedication
Yeah.
to.
Because this one, I will say, I did not realize how intense this one was going to be. Because I'm still used to old Red Dead, where it's like, whatever, run forever. Got your horse, run forever.
Yeah.
Whistle wherever you want to. It's going to come to you. Nope, you have to be within a certain range for your horse to hear you. You now have slot spaces in your bags. You can only carry so much, so many pelts or so many, like one animal. You need to feed your camp. You need to make sure your horse is healthy. You need to make sure you're healthy.
You
And
have
that
to
your
constantly
cores.
clean your horse, otherwise
do you?
its stamina goes down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't gotten the cleaning stuff yet. I can't groom it yet.
like if you notice in the bottom right, if the stamina is like flashing red,
Uh-huh.
that means it's dirty. You can like run it through a stream or do the horse mission with I forget who it is.
Javier.
Hosea.
Hosea.
Yeah, Jose. Yeah. Yeah, but there's so much maintenance you have to keep up on.
But I'm actually surprisingly usually on games like that, I'm like, this is so much, but I don't actually mind it. It doesn't seem like a chore. It seems like just something that it seems natural in this game
And
for some reason.
it makes
I
doing
don't know why.
other mechanics in the game worth it. Like in games with hunting, it's like half the time you're just like, I feel like shooting an animal. But this is like, oh no, I need to go get some meat to eat and cover my stamina.
Yep, and you need to I need a perfect pelt, so I need to make sure and use the poison arrow or shoot it in the head or get the varmint rifle. And
Yeah. See, I didn't know that you could get different levels, so I was just shooting everything with a double barrel shotgun. Just like, oh, that rabbit, I could fucking just both barrels like it's dead.
there's
Oh,
nothing left.
A poor pelt. Why? Oh, okay. And then there's tiny little game arrows you can use for frogs. It's like you step on it. It's the Wild West. Yeah.
And apparently, the iguanas are in the islands to like the southwest or something like that for the final.
I haven't gotten that far.
Because I had a friend who just finished all the satchel upgrades, and
Oh,
apparently
jeez.
took him a long time, and he just happened to come across it because I think it's like the 3rd or 4th camp that you set up when you somewhere around there.
See, I've ventured down to like St. Charles, whatever it is, the like Louisiana,
Uh-huh.
and that's as far as I've gotten.
I've only
And I got ran over by a trolley in the middle of the street. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm going back to the wilderness.
I got I've had a couple random encounters. Like there's one guy who was standing behind a rock, and I was coming up, and he started like mouthing off to me for some. I don't know why. I don't know if he's like an O'Driscoll or something like that. Because
Or-
there's 2 different bands, and the O'Driscolls are like this other kind of outlaw group.
They're bad Irish people.
Oh, okay.
So you just kill them.
Yeah. So and he's like,
Was he wearing a green shirt?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. But I was like, what are you doing talking to me? So I got off my horse because I was getting ready to just blast him into oblivion. And I was like, I'll try and talk him now because I don't know who he is. And then he just kept on. He's like, as he's getting on his horse and like riding away, he's still yapping at me. Yeah, I'll show you.
Did
I
you
was like-
follow him and take him out?
I thought about
Restore
it
your
then, but
honor?
then but then I was like, whatever. And then there's another time I came across moonshiners, and I just had picked up the Indian tobacco, and they're like, oh, we need that, and I was like, oh, I just happen to have some right here.
Yeah.
And so I went over to the still, and I was trying to like get the thing to interact with it, but I was on the wrong side, and so like they had their
Oh,
little
no.
lockbox, and so I was like, oh. And they like popped their lock open. They're like, "Oh, you don't do that to me!" And then I killed one, and the other one just blasted the poop out of me.
I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally shot somebody because I thought I was pressing the right button at the right time, but no, I just point blank shoot him in the chest. It's like, I didn't.
And then
Shit.
I had one time where I was in the bar. So you, in the first chapter, you go and you, what's the name of the town?
Valentine.
Valentine, that's right. So you have to go to this bar and you get into a fight with this huge guy and you end up, I mean, I'm assuming you can probably lose, but I won.
Well, if it took me a while to learn I could block, so
Yeah.
I kept dying. And if you die, you just restart.
Oh, okay. So I beat him the first time because it popped up as the very first time I got in the fight. So it popped up like, oh, you do this to block. So I beat him. Then I went back to that inn and they're like, oh, we don't want any trouble. I was like, I'm not going to do anything. And then this huge guy with like furs and stuff like that starts jawing at me like, oh, what are you looking at? And he like stands up and pushes me. So we get into a fight. And of course, I didn't start it. He's the one who was yelling at me. I didn't have anything to drink. I'm just minding my own business.
Yeah.
Just stare. All I did was just stand in front of him as he was just yapping at me, which probably apparently set him off.
Yeah.
And so then I finally, we were tussling around, and then I do this one huge uppercut. Not sure if it killed him, but apparently everybody got up all on a tizzy, and everybody's like, "Oh no!" Ran out. I'm now a wanted person. So I was like, "Well,
Run.
now we're gonna make it worth it." So I just started killing everybody.
Oh my god.
You're all dead.
I just ran because I don't want to spoil anything, but there's one city where you get in a really big gunfight, and your bounty instantly goes up to 250,
Oh,
and you can't go there because you'll get shot on sight.
so how do you get your?
You you can either kill everybody so there's no one to remember you're wanted, or you can go to the post office and pay off bounties.
Because I have like a $5 bounty inside whatever district that Valentine is in, and I don't know how I got it or
Yeah.
what. So,
You just have to sneak into the post office and pay it off.
but anyway, this isn't the Red Dead because I want to play it a little bit more before we actually kind of talk. But that's what I've been playing, and it's absolutely gorgeous game. And so yeah, that's what I've been playing.
It is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. And somebody was bitching about how, well, Rockstar only releases a game every 6 years. It's like, well, it shows.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, they made their team put in 100-hour work weeks. It's like, well, it shows. It's like, yeah, that's a terrible, shitty thing to do, but they're like, oh, don't buy the game, don't buy the game. It's like, so you're going to make these people work 100-hour weeks and not give
Reward them.
money? And it's the fastest selling piece of media ever.
Yep.
I think it made like what, 350 million in 2 days or some crazy thing like that.
It is crazy.
And it's wonderful. AJ, I think you might actually like it, except for the tank controls. The
Yeah.
controls. If
I
you've
did.
played a Rockstar game once, you know how the controls are, and it
Oh,
is
fuck that.
the same.
I do like that your main character. I can't think of what his name is right now. Arthur.
Arthur.
I like how he's not bow-legged like John Marsden in
Yeah.
number one, where he's like walking like he's always on a perpetual tiny horse.
Yep. I really
So I do like
it.
that. Plus, I like this character, so I want to kind of know what happens because I'm assuming he dies at some point in time, or well,
Yeah, 'cause
at the very
he's-
end, because I don't remember him in Red Dead
Uh-huh.
1, so I'm assuming he got killed at some point. So
Probably something stupid like the times I've been hit by a train I didn't know was coming. Like for some reason, it was my fault. I'm on the tracks, like my horse got scared by something, and I'm like, it's okay, boy. And then, like, no. Dead.
I've killed my horse, so I reloaded to save because I didn't realize you could do that.
Oh, yeah, it's dead. Unless you have a horse revive.
Horse revive. And it was just something dumb where, and I felt really bad because my kids were in the room, and it wasn't dead. It was just like it was going to die, so you could put it down.
Oh.
And so I was like, well, they're like,
my-
oh, is your horse hurt? I was like, yeah, my horse is hurt.
Did you
I was like,
shoot
leave the room. And then you go up to it and you stab it,
What?
like in the lungs or something like that. So,
You don't just shoot him in the face like
well,
a
if
normal
you do
person?
the prompt, then that's what it does.
Oh.
Because I wasn't sure what it did. I just knew that I hit a rock that apparently you couldn't go over, and killed my horse. And I was like, well, that sucks. So I reloaded to save, and then I've also been running with my horse and rocketed myself off a cliff.
Yeah.
That was super fun. So we both died then.
Yeah. There's death comes quick. in
Yes, it
Red Dead
does.
2.
So, what old timey way of saying wasted? does it say?
Dead.
Yeah,
Oh, just dead?
Dead.
but I would say for everything that I've been able to do.
Blarney.
in it, yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It is great.
Is that what you've been playing?
Yeah, on and off, and I'll go back to Destiny. I've been playing Destiny 1 a little bit. Just for shits and giggles. Hoping try... Because there was 1 week I forgot that Xur still shows up in Destiny 1, and he was selling Hawkmoon, which is like one of the rarest hand cannons in the game. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to go. Because I still thought he was on Destiny 2 Xur time, but he was gone Sunday morning. Like an hour after I figured out, or before I figured out he was still there. No Hawkmoon for me.
Too bad.
That sucks.
Not that anyone will ever play Destiny 1, but it's still fun. See how far we've come. But yeah, mostly Destiny 2. I started on my Warlock. I'm up to 585, almost 590.
Holy crap.
Because I got all 600 weapons from my Titan, and then my gear's starting to drop higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I finally opened up the Dreaming City, so...
Oh, nice.
So you should run me through that raid part.
The Shattered Throne?
Where you can get the loot.
Wishender?
No, like you said that there's a...
Oh, yeah, the secret chest in the raid.
Yeah.
Not secret, hidden. Yeah, we'll do that. I thought you meant the Shattered Throne. I'm like, you might want to get up to about 580 before we can do that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because that final boss encounter is 590. It's higher than the raid. So...
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Totally brutal.
And they boosted, they buffed Wishender now, so it does tasty damage. Mwah. Oh, it's so fun.
I saw that Destiny was deleting people's guns.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 3 certain weapons that they're deleting.
Why?
What is it?
I can't remember. I know one of them's like really hard to get.
Well, why did they say why they were doing it, or was it done by accident? Or?
I didn't click the link.
I hope not.
I should have.
I work somewhat hard for all my weapons.
I think one of them's the one from the Gambit. Malfeasance
Malfeasance?
was one of them.
I don't know why they'd be doing that.
Maybe if you got it in a shady way.
Well, yeah, then I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the meatball yet, so.
What's the meatball?
Oh, you know the final boss in the story? It can show up in Gambit as the boss, and if you beat it, you begin the Malfeasance quest. And it's so rare. They increased the chance to get it, but I still haven't. And I play like 3 games of Gambit a night, regrettably, because I fucking hate that mode.
Yeah.
It's bad. They need to tweak it so much. They need to bring up damage.
Yeah, they do need to bring up damage, especially... I noticed, like, it's just so hard to kill things.
Yeah, you're doing, like, less than 20 damage with a crit. And, like, some shielded enemies, when you're using the same element as a shield, it takes, like, 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
It's taking way too long.
Come on, Bungie.
Fix it. I know you listen to our podcast.
Yeah. Luke Smith.
So cool thing is Humble Bundle has this month Warhammer games and Warhammer audiobooks.
I tried tagging you in something where it was talking about Humble Bundle.
I saw you do that, and then I tried to like find your comment, and it just would never load. It was like, this does not exist. This does not exist. This does not exist. I was like, all right, whatever. Stupid Facebook. But
I just tagged your name. That was all. So then you could see the
Humble
Warhammer.
Bundle. But yeah, for
Bundle.
$1 you get the Dawn of War, which is the first one, which is I think one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Then you get Talisman, which I don't know what that game is. Talisman, 2 or 3 expansions for that $1 mark. Pay more than the average of $6.80. You get Space Marine, which is well worth $6.80.
Oh, yeah.
$6.81. You also get Vermintide End Times #1. Blood Bowl, which I've never played, but I think it's like a basically, if anybody remembers, what's that one, Blitz for like the Nintendo 64, but it's just basically that you play as humans and orcs, and I'm assuming it's bloody. And let's see, for $12 or more, you get Dawn of War 3, which I hear is the worst one, but then you also get Battlefleet Gothic Armada, which is like the RTS, but set in outer space with all the huge spaceships from Warhammer.
Oh yeah.
And also it looks like Warhammer End Times Vermintide DLC. So I think that's well worth this humble bundle. And then you get a bunch of audiobooks. Like you get some of the Horus Heresy, you get some 40K, you get some Age of Sigmar, which is like the fantasy version. And you have 9 days from now, which is November 11th, to hit those up. So I'm thinking about doing some. I want to get the games just because I'd like to get Battlefield Gothic or Battlefleet Gothic, but I have most of the other ones except for Vermintide.
Well, you could always give those Steam
Give the codes to you or somebody.
Yeah, I was about to say to somebody.
Also, Destiny 2 is free right now.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Until the 18th. I think maybe Google it because I could be wrong. But go get Destiny 2. Please. I mean, or don't.
Or don't.
I don't care.
if you're a PC player, you're not playing with Xbox players, and you're not playing with PS4 especially players.
Are they not doing crossplay yet with PS or PC and Xbox One?
Not yet.
But it
Get
could
on it,
be.
Windows.
I don't think they will though, because Destiny, they're still trying to do the whole competitive edge with it.
Yeah, which they need to drop because it'll never be a competitive
level
game.
There's
maybe
too many
within the universe,
variables,
but not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they
there's the meta that people do follow when it comes to PvP, but
I was thinking more like PvE, kind of like a WoW, world first, all that kind of jazz.
Oh, they do that shit too.
I mean, I can understand that being,
but it's the PC
but...
players who all got world firsts.
Oh,
yeah. Well, and I think there's another issue with frame rate because you can go PC as high as you can afford, I would suppose.
Yep.
And that, like the raid exclusive pulse rifle called 1000 Voices, it does more damage the higher frame rate you have.
Oh, that's stupid.
Just because more of the actual shot can hit.
How on earth are video game developers still doing this?
Yeah, and so I think I would never want to play against a PC player when they have the chance to do more damage than me, who's locked at 30. Which just still blows my mind. Like, I'm sure it's within the architecture of the game that 30 frames is for a console is what works well, but 60 would be pretty nice.
I don't think the Xbox could handle it because there are times when my frame rate drops down to like 20.
Yeah, like when there's too much
15.
going on.
Yeah.
And it just stutters. Like, even playing Destiny 1, like, this is off topic of that, but like the speed of the game, Destiny 1 is snappy and fast. Like, you load up the menu, instantly there. Destiny 2, it takes like
40 fucking seconds.
Yeah. It's rough. That's getting it addressed in a patch, I think, next week.
I hope
or
so.
I think it might be the beginning of season 5.
It needs to be fixed.
Yeah. But if you were ever like burned by Destiny 1, you're like, oh, I'm never doing that again.
Get it for free and
it's
check it out.
for free now. And Forsaken fixed a lot of problems that the game had. I would say Destiny's in the best spot it's ever been over its entire lifespan. So check it out.
Check it out.
I watched Black Panther before coming over here.
Again?
It's such a good movie. I love it. I want more Black Panther.
There'll definitely be more coming out. She's definitely one of my favorite characters as far as like the not cinematic universe, just because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Technically in the comic, I think he wielded the gauntlet for a little while.
Holy shit.
Did he?
Yeah, I believe
can't
so.
remember. Seems like everybody did at one point. Nebula saved the day.
Yep.
Well, I think that's it for this episode. That was supposed to be a short little
Technically, it was short.
ditty.
But thank you for listening to the Afternoon Delight. My name is David.
My name is AJ.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's Brady.
Bye.
Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive. The world as we know